What is up, everyone? Okay, so Google My Business reviews can be the lifeblood, especially if you're, a roofer, a pool installer, contractor. Doesn't matter. Local service businesses live off of these. So I'm going to show you exactly how to get more in your business. The goal is to get 100% 5 stars. We know that's not reality because you're not perfect. The customers aren't perfect. No one's perfect. But you want to get to as close as 100% as humanly possible. I'm going to show you how. So the first thing you're going to do is look at your past clients, right? Your past clients should be in your CRM, and it should note whether or not they gave you a review or not. Okay, so we're gonna go through and say, okay, these 100 have given us a review, so we don't have to deal with them just yet. I'll tell you later in the video what to do with those people because you don't want to leave them behind. They gave you a 5-star review. But for the ones that haven't, let's talk about this. Okay, the only question that you need to ask is, did you do good work? If you did good work for them and they were happy, then you want to follow up. If not, right now you're focused on getting more reviews. Maybe I'll make another video on kind of how to handle that. But for now, we're going to put those to the side and leave those alone. So did you do good work? Yes or no? And you should remember this, right? You should have a good instinct. So if it's no, we're going to leave it alone. We'll come back to that later. If it's yes, here's what we're going to do. We're going to implement a check-in program. And this is going to be for current clients, past clients, future clients. And the check-in program, you need to make this, every quarter, every once a year, biannual, I don't care. You need to have a check-in program. First off, if they give you a 5-star review and you check in with them, they already like you. And if something's gone wrong since they gave you the 5-star review, now you have the chance to go fix it. So you need to have this regardless. So you're going to implement this check-in program, and we'll say quarterly just for this video. So a quarterly check-in program. So you did good work for this person. Now you're gonna call them up and say, "Hey Tom, this is Ryan. We have a program where we check in once a quarter with previous clients, make sure everything that we did was good and satisfactory." Yes, it is. It still looks great. Good. If you got any problems, let me know. Oh, by the way, I noticed you haven't left us a review. I'm going to shoot you over a text real quick. If you could leave us a 5-star review, that would mean a lot to us. It helps us grow our business and more people can find out about the good work we did for you. Is that okay? Yes, it is. Good. Great. I'll talk to you in 3 months, or, I say throughout quarterly, so, I'll talk to you next quarter. Good. Now, if they say, no, it's not, don't text me about a review, then now you know. Also, again, going back to what I said, if like, well, man, you did great work, but it's not holding up. It's not lasting what you said. Oh, good. Let me send a technician or whatever that you call these people out to your place, schedule time, get that sent over. You're being preemptive in waiting for them to blast you, waiting for them to call you. That's their perspective. You're being preemptive. So it's going to help you get reviews and going to help you find out where your work's not as good as you thought it was. It's also going to help you find out where someone who would have given you a 5-star goes to a 1-star and is blasting you because it might have been 4 months ago you did the work, but now they're frustrated, and so they're going to blast you with the 1-star. So you're going to prevent that as well. The next thing you're going to do is do a stop-in. Okay, and here's how the stop-ins work. Let's say you have 100 past clients. You're going to come in and say, once a quarter, this is part of your program, we'd like to love on our clients. So we're going to come by, Mr. Smith, you've been picked. We're going to give you a set of, pick up dollar value that you can live with, a $100 gift card or $100 set of, nice Cutco, I don't know, Cutco nice are the nicest ones, but whatever they are, we're going to give you this gift. We want to come by and drop it off. Okay, you've been selected. So this is one person every quarter you're going to do this for that has not given you a review and you did good work for. Great. Now you're going to go to their house, have a salesperson, preferably the owner if possible, go to them, give them the gift, and then ask for the review, right? So now all of a sudden you have a way in which you are constantly in front of your past clients. And there's a good reason you're in front of them. You're not just asking for a review, you're in front of them for a lot of reasons. Okay, your current clients. Now, when your current clients, again, you're going to add them to your CRM. If you don't have a CRM tracking this, you're going to lose track of all this stuff. You're going to add them to your CRM. Once the job's done, you could incentivize your crew. You yourself, the owner, depending on how busy you are and how valuable these reviews are, could ask for a review. So you're going to right then on completion of job, are you happy with the job? Is this what you wanted? Yes, it is. Great. It would really mean a lot to our business if you gave us a 5-star review. Can I send you a link? Cool. Now, then you're going to set them up on a sequence. So job's done on Monday. By Thursday, let's say, and you can talk to a local SEO expert on how long it takes for these things to appear, but let's say Thursday, maybe a week, you ping them back because they'll forget. They may have said yeah, they may have intended to say yes, but we ghost people or forget about stuff all the time. So on Monday, you're going to follow up with a text. Hey, this is Mr. Smith. Here's a link. Would really appreciate the 5-star review for the work we did at, whatever property. Okay. Then the next Monday, you're going to call them. You're going to say, hey, Mr. Smith, notice you haven't given us a review. What we heard was that we did good work. Want to make sure that that's still true. We haven't gotten a review, so we're not sure if that's true. If we didn't, we want to fix anything right now. We don't want to be the problem. We don't want to leave this job where you're unsatisfied. Is there anything wrong, right? So now you're expressing a genuine concern to make sure that the job is up to their standard, okay? If they don't do it then that maintenance program that we talked about, that quarterly check-in program we talked about, great. Now once a quarter, you're not going to bug them. You've hit them 2 or 3 times. You're not going to bug them again until next quarter. You go through the same process, right? Maybe eventually they get a gift. Maybe they don't, but you still go through that process of checking in to make sure they're still happy, and they give you a review. And let me touch on this just for a second. If they're still happy with you, and someone comes to their house and goes, oh, who did this work? You want to be the person they think of. You don't want them to go, oh man, that was Ryan's Sons. I think, I don't know. Who did we get to do that work? But it might not be 3 months. It might be a year from now someone asks that question. And if you call every 3 months checking in, you're going to be the person they remember. You're going to be who they think of. You don't want them to say, well, we did, Ryan's Sons, but, Tommy used so-and-so, and they did great work there too. Maybe you should call them. No. You want to be the person that they think of over and over again. So that this is that time period check-in, right? So every quarter, stress it again, you got to check in with these people that you did good work for that haven't given you a review. Final thing is, think about events. So if you're going and you're remodeling, you're building a deck, maybe you're putting a new roof on, whatever, something that the pool, maybe the margins are enough. Once a month, what I would suggest you do is you throw one lucky winner, make it randomized, one lucky winner, an event. Hey, listen, Tom, this month we're we're going to let you host excuse me, a party, and we're going to send $1,000 worth of food and drinks to your place. You tell me the date. We're going to show up and cater it, and all you have to do is work out a deal to where you bring the food and drinks at the time of the party. The party starts at 3. You're there at 3 with your branded gear on, and then maybe take a few pictures. By the way, if they've left you a 5-star review, that's a great way for social media to leverage that. This person left us a 5-star review, and they were our lucky winner for our monthly, dinner out or barbecue or whatever it is. If they didn't leave you a review, it's a great time to ask for one. And if they don't leave you a review and you throw them an event, you can still use it on social media, and the people at the party will go, who paid for all this food? These guys did. Oh, they might call you. So leave a few business cards out there. Don't make it about you. Don't make it about you where they're going to go, oh man, this is about Ryan's Son's pool installation. No. Just enough so that when people ask, your name's top of mind. So go through those processes again. I'll review them. The past clients you need to hit up. Have they given you a review? Are they happy with your work? If they're not happy, don't talk about it. We'll talk about that. Call me, something. I don't know. There's some strategies. I wouldn't worry about those right now. If they are happy with your work, institute a company policy that's a quarterly check-in and start pinging those people right now. And the beautiful thing about the quarterly check-in is if you've got 25 people, you call one a day for 25 days, then you spread that out over the next few months, right? So every, quarter, you don't have like 25 people to call on one day. You just spread it out. It's a quarterly check-in based upon when the work was done, not based upon when the quarter ends. That's going to allow you to find out people who are unhappy that were happy, or people who are still happy and they just didn't give you a review. For the current clients, you are going to ask when the job's done. You're going to follow up a week later with a text, and then 2 weeks later with a phone call to make sure that you are concerned about the quality of the work. And that's so crucial here, guys. If you follow up just for the review, they don't care about that. They want to know that you care about them, and you should care about them. You should care that the work is good, because if it's good and they don't give you a 5-star review, they still might tell people about you. So you want the review, but you also want them to tell people about you. Okay, so at the end of the day, stay in front of them, institute this policy in your company so that you are constantly talking to these people. If you got any questions, let me know.